So, you're in America, right? You've got your quarters, your dimes, your nickels, you think you know coins, but let me tell you, you haven't really lived until you've held a UAE Dirham. Picture this, a land of towering skyscrapers that literally poke the clouds, where people drive cars that look like they belong in a rap video, and where the desert meets the sea. This is the United Arab Emirates, the UAE, and in this land of unbelievable wealth and ambition, they have a currency that's just as fascinating. It's not just money, it's a story. It's a piece of history you can actually hold in your hand, which is way cooler than a Bitcoin, because you can't accidentally lose a dirham in a forgotten hard drive. Before the UAE was, well, the UAE, the region was a collection of individual states, each doing its own thing. Imagine your neighborhood, but instead of everyone using dollars, one street uses monopoly money, another uses Chuck E. Cheese tokens, and your street just trades cool-looking rocks. It was chaotic. They were using currencies like the Qatari and Dubai Riyal, and even the Bahraini dinar in Abu Dhabi. It was confusing for everyone. This wasn't just inconvenient, it was a roadblock to becoming a unified, powerful nation. To build a modern country, you need one team, one flag, and most importantly, one money. You can't build the world's tallest building if everyone is arguing about the exchange rate between a rial and a dinar. Now, let's talk about the name dirham. It sounds ancient, and it is. The name comes from the Greek word drachma, one of the oldest coins in human history. It traveled through the Byzantine Empire and into the Arab world centuries ago. So, when the UAE decided to create its own currency, it didn't just invent a name. It reached back into the history books and picked a name with some serious legacy. It's like naming your brand new electric car the Chariot. It's a nod to the past while speeding full throttle into the future, which is basically the UAE's entire vibe. This coin wasn't just a piece of metal. It was a statement of identity rooted in deep cultural heritage. So why should you, sitting comfortably in, say, Ohio, care about this? Because this little coin tells a bigger story. It's a story of transformation, of 7 different emirates coming together to create something incredible. It's a symbol of unity in a region often known for division. Think of it like the American quarter. Each state gets its own special design, right? But it's still one quarter, one currency, under one nation. The dirham is that, but on a whole different level. It represents the moment a group of desert sheikdoms decided to pool their resources, their ambition, and their money to build a global powerhouse. And it all started with this one coin. Okay, let's set the scene. The year is 1971, the UAE is officially born. It's a brand new country, full of hope, ambition, and a whole lot of sand. But they still had that messy money situation. So, in 1973, they made a big move. The UAE Currency Board was established, and they introduced the UAE Dirham. It was like the country's official debut party, and the dirham was the guest of honor. This was the moment they retired all those other currencies. It was a massive undertaking, telling everyone to trade in their old money for this shiny new coin. It was the ultimate out with the old, in with the new moment for an entire nation. The reason for this change was simple: unity. You can't be the United Arab Emirates if you're all using different money. It's like trying to play a soccer game where everyone is on the same team, but they all have different colored jerseys. It just looks messy. A single currency creates a single economy. It makes trade easier, it makes people feel connected, and it projects an image of strength and stability to the rest of the world. For the leaders of the new nation, creating the dirham was a top priority. It was a practical step, but more than that, it was a powerful symbol that they were all in this together, ready to build a shared future. Think about it from an American perspective. Imagine if Texas used the Tex dollar and California used the Cali buck. It would be a nightmare, right? That's what the UAE was fixing. The introduction of the dirham streamlined everything. Suddenly, a merchant in Dubai could easily do business with a fisherman in Fujairah without needing a currency calculator. This move was fundamental to the economic boom that was about to happen. The dirham became the financial backbone for the incredible growth that would turn small desert towns into global metropolises. It was the fuel for the rocket ship that was about to launch. And the value. From the very beginning, the UAE dirham has been pegged to the US dollar. This was a genius move. It means its value doesn't swing wildly like some other currencies. For every dollar you get about 3.67 dirhams. This stability has been a huge factor in attracting international business and investment. It's like telling the world, hey, you can trust our money. It's as steady as the American dollar. For a new country trying to make its mark, this was a way of saying, we're reliable. We're serious. Come do business with us. And clearly, it worked. So, what does this famous 1 dirham coin actually look like? If you hold one, the first thing you'll notice is the dala, a traditional Arabic coffee pot beautifully engraved on one side. Now this isn't just a random kitchen appliance. The dala is a massive symbol of hospitality in Emirati culture. It represents generosity, welcoming guests and community. Putting it on their main coin was a deliberate choice. It's the UAE saying, welcome to our home, have some coffee, let's talk. It's a far cry from putting a president's face on a coin, which can sometimes feel like you're being watched by a historical ghost every time you buy a soda. Over the years the coin has had a few makeovers, but the dala has remained the star of the show. The design has been refined, the lines made sharper, and the materials updated, but that coffee pot is sacred. It's the constant in a country defined by rapid change. The other side of the coin features the denomination, 1 dirham written in Arabic and English, along with the name of the country. It's simple, elegant, and instantly recognizable. The coin itself is made of a nickel-plated steel blend, giving it a nice weight and a silvery shine that feels substantial in your hand, unlike some coins that feel like they might blow away in a strong breeze. Now how does it stack up against other coins? Let's take the American quarter. The quarter is useful, for sure. You need it for parking meters, for gumball machines, for making tough decisions by flipping it. But the 1 dirham coin is the workhorse of the UAE. It's closer in value to about 27 cents, so it functions a bit like a quarter. However, it's used for so much more. In the UAE, you use it to buy your karak chai, a super popular spiced tea that costs exactly 1 dirham in many places. You use it for water, for a small snack, or to tip the person who helps with your groceries. It's the coin of the people. And like any good celebrity, the dirham has had its rare additions and interesting slip-ups. There have been special commemorative coins minted for major events, like the 40th National Day, or the opening of the Burj Khalifa. These are like the state quarters in the US, but with way more bling and significance. Collectors go crazy for them. There are even stories of rare minting errors, like coins with slight imperfections that make them incredibly valuable to numismatists. That's a fancy word for coin nerds. Finding one of those is like finding a golden ticket, except instead of a chocolate factory, you just get to brag to other coin nerds. In the daily life of the UAE, the 1 dirham coin is king. It's not just change, it's a unit of life. While tourists might be flashing their credit cards at fancy malls, the real rhythm of the city runs on these small coins. Think about the Abra, the traditional wooden boats that ferry people across the Dubai Creek. The fare. 1 dirham. It's the most scenic and authentic boat ride you can get, and it costs less than a pack of gum in America. This single coin connects the old historic parts of Dubai with the new bustling souks, carrying thousands of residents and workers every single day. It's a lifeline for many. This coin is also a great equalizer. It doesn't matter if you're a billionaire who just landed in a private jet, or a construction worker who helped build the city. A cold bottle of water from a small grocery store will cost you 1 dirham. In a society that is often perceived as having a lot of glitz and glamour, the 1 dirham coin is a reminder of the simple, essential things that everyone shares. It pays for bread, for a phone call, for a moment of relief with a cold drink on a hot day. It's the currency of convenience and necessity. The unsung hero that keeps the everyday engine of the country running smoothly. Its importance goes beyond just buying things. The 1 dirham coin is a cultural touchstone. It's often the first piece of local currency a visitor interacts with, a small, tangible piece of the Emirates they can hold. For children growing up in the UAE, it's the coin they get for their allowance, the first money they learn to count. Its consistent design with that welcoming dala subtly teaches everyone about the core values of the nation. It's a piece of propaganda, but in the nicest way possible, promoting hospitality and tradition with every single transaction, from a vending machine to a local market stall. So, the next time you see a picture of Dubai's futuristic skyline or hear a story about its incredible wealth, remember the humble 1 dirham coin. It may not have the face of a long-dead president, and it's not made of gold, but it holds immense value. It represents the unity of 7 Emirates, the warmth of Arabian hospitality, and the daily pulse of a nation. It's a small piece of metal that tells a huge story of how a country built a modern marvel in the desert, one dirham at a time. It's not just money, it's the UAE in your pocket.